Ah, yeah. Bet you didn't expect to see me, did you? So Little Bear told me that it's Mother's Day in America. So we're going to do, because we had one for the English ones, we're going to do one for you in America and anybody else that's celebrating Mother's Day. A little message from mums in spirit, and for those who have got kids in spirit, because I've done an Astral DJ as well, so there'll be some names there for you to pick out and see. Astral DJ's given me the song Dancing Queen, and I couldn't really understand why, but then when I looked it up, it's in the movie Mamma Mia, so that might have some meaning for somebody. So let's see what they've got for us then, shall we? There's a fly, that means there's some sort of irritation. Oh, okay. So, let's see. What does Spirit, Mother or Child, want to talk to us about? What is the situation? What's the message, please, Spirit, for the Seeker? Concentrate on the cards, because remember, these are your cards. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective. And without you, this doesn't work. I'm not as tipsy as I usually am, but I have had a drink, so I expect anything. We're looking for the mother energy, Spirit, please. There she is. So what I have to say is, those of you that had not necessarily a good relationship with Mum knows that she was at fault and she's very sorry. And for those of you that know it's your fault, that you're not to worry. So when Spirit goes to the other side, any of that is left behind. So you might not forgive them, but they definitely love and forgive you. So we've got, especially important if Mum was born on the 12th or a Pisces, or the number 4 is important, door numbers, whatever it is that you connect to Mum with those numbers, there's your answer. Mum's here. For a lot of you, this was a mum that made a lot of sacrifices, or was always giving to others, and didn't have many boundaries with herself or others. And for others of you, this is you made a lot of sacrifices. And they weren't always grateful. Or you wasn't always grateful. You're seeing things differently now. Perhaps you've got a family of your own and you see how hard it is to bring up a child, or especially on your own, because for some of you, I've got a single mother there. It's Pisces energy. It's secrets, karmic situations, so you may be finding out secrets about your family history, etc. You've got to let go of all the hurt, all the pain, and know that some things you just can't control. Some of you, this may be a mum that passed 4 years ago. 4 years is especially important. It's letting go of the control, the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, So it doesn't really matter what she told you when she was alive. You do what you do your own no. That's what she's saying. You know your own no, so do it your way. She wasn't perfect and she made mistakes herself. For others of you, there may have been a child that was a bit wayward, spent some time in prison, who's in spirit. That could be a Pisces or connected to the number 12 or 4. They weren't bad. They just got with the wrong crowd by the sounds of it. Because we've got an injustice here, a court case, a Libra perhaps. Problems with the lines in the marital home. Maybe there was in a dysfunctional relationship. Maybe you've got a son that passed with the colon, the prostate, something like that. But it looks like they was on the wrong side of the law if it's a child. Libra energy. It was a codependent situation. So whether this is you or the child or the mother. This is you needed each other mutually for something. Wasn't always pleasant, wasn't always brilliant. 9 years is mentioned. Not being able to stand on your own 2 feet, either because the man was too controlling or for any number of reasons, physical, mental, emotional, health. Somebody wasn't able to stand on their own 2 feet. And when they passed, those blockages were removed and possibly happiness returned. But with that, maybe the guilt of being happy, feeling like you shouldn't be allowed to be happy. That's not true. They release you from whatever it is that's holding you back from being happy. There's children, there's sunflowers, there's a return to happiness. There's horses, so there may be road horses, you may be owned horses, or it could be somebody born 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February. The number 19, massively important. Abundance, happiness. Mum is saying, remember me. Remembrance Day, May the 31st in America, the 11th of November in UK is important day. Poppies. And a missed opportunity about a year ago. Perhaps you were offered a chance to move house, a new job, a new business, something like that you weren't able to do. They want you to walk away from the misery of the past. Stop dwelling on what it was like. Remember the happy times if there was any. Hopefully there was some. 8 months is mentioned. You need to leave the sadness behind now. They want you to be happy. An offer that came to you a year ago, they're going to bring back round, and it's probably, it doesn't say so, but it's probably during Mercury retrograde, and they want you to take it. It will pay off within a year, but it's only if it's something that comes round again. So, here we are then. Yeah, somebody acted without thinking, possibly a fire sign child, but it's a younger energy, probably Sagittarius energy. It could be anywhere in the chart, so don't get too hung up on the sign. But it's somebody that acted in haste, a hothead, who was known as a hothead. Probably the child, not the mother. This one, it'll be a child in spirit. They didn't think before they took action. And that's how they got into trouble in the first place. Yeah, arguments with the mother. So the mother energy, it does feel like there was conflict, whether you're the mother or your mother's in spirit. There was conflict, and you're just a clash of personalities, and it meant that love was withheld, especially as a child. I think somebody was very hard to love. Yeah, maybe he was kicked out at an early age, or you kicked them out. There was something wrong within the family unit, a bit dysfunctional. And you've just got to accept that. They want you to accept it and let it go. Move on. Stop worrying about it. There will be a reunion with you and other members now that this energy is gone. Maybe they isolated you from family members, or you may be reuniting to remember them. So there could be a squaddy even on May the 31st or November the 11th. A celebration, a party. Maybe you've been to one and they know about it, or maybe it was their birthday, or it could just be that they're saying Happy Mother's Day. The truth needs to be faced. And once you face that truth, that maybe it wasn't perfect, but there was love there, then you can start to heal. Not everything's black and white like the panda. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck, and they don't want you to be stuck in the misery. You need to move on from this. Stop trying to defend them. If there was a wrong and there was a wrong one. There's no need to defend them. Admit what there was like. They caused a bit of a stink, whoever it was. And just accept. Warts and all. Unconditional love. There may have been 4 members, and the one that's left is the mother or the child, and now you're left with 3. Third or the 30th, massively important to come out in its own read. Yeah, there was a lot of arguments, a lot of harsh words, perhaps. All is forgiven, and they're hoping that you'll forgive them. Lay down that heavy burden. It's not yours to carry anyway. You had a lot on your plate. And it may be, like I said, change the whole dynamics of the family. There was no security, not a lot of money. Or they may have taken money from you, depending. But this chapter needs to end. As above, so below. So you have to realise that this now needs settling. 21, massively important in a negative way. That may have been their birthday or the day that they passed. It's a negative energy. And there was a lot of lying and deceit and possibly even theft. The name Jenny could be important. And it wasn't what you wished for. You hoped for something better. Somebody made you dim your light to fit in. Isolated you perhaps from society or from the outside world. Stopped you from achieving what you wanted to achieve. The 17, negative energy. So we've got issues here with the legs and ankles. If it's mum or a child, feet and toes, legs and ankles. Or someone, like I said, prostate problems. but there is the very real possibility that someone hung themselves. And if that's the case, I'm really sorry. A suicide. The truth, they keep saying the truth is coming out. It's been delayed, perhaps a year ago. The truth is coming out, and it will lead you to success. Because something has been hidden from you. They've mentioned that 19 twice. It goes from positive to a negative energy. So seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends, you will see very clearly that it is this person that's put the blockages in your way, that stopped you from gaining your happiness. So it didn't seem to be that good a situation. Now we've got someone who's lost everything. A business, perhaps a military person, perhaps the one that committed suicide. They felt like they'd lost everything. They had no one. It's insecurity. They're also telling you the possibility of a Capricorn cusper. So Sagittarius Capricorn or Capricorn Aquarius, probably the Capricorn Aquarius. You see him as a friend, but he's actually a dangerous enemy. So watch out for that one, the lone wolf. Because we've got Mars. And that all the way through this we've had conflict. So it could have been conflict with your mother or conflict with the child that passed. And it was because other people were interfering, or they got with the wrong crowd, or that the mother was very controlling. Some of you, it would be the child is very controlling, but I get a young man with that one. So Mars, the number 5, it is also the divine masculine, and Dad doesn't want to be left out either. So Dad may have had a lot to do with this situation. He may have been the controlling one that caused this issue between you and your son, daughter, or mother. War, in your case, the argument, does not determine who's right. The name Bert and Russell could be important. The Mars card suggests there's something you might have to fight for. The red planet Fiery Mars is named after the god of war and agriculture, the primary military deity among the Romans. All festivals for Mars in ancient Rome were in March. The Pisces card. The child, if it was a child, could have been an Aries. There's a father figure involved there, government official, a boss. They talked about them as if they were the bright one, the one that should have achieved more. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't. One might call him the bully among planets. So either mum was a bully, or the child was a bully, or someone was bullied. It's a lustful planet that drives us and allows us to face the difficult challenges in life, to follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to fight. This card also means to push back in terms of defence, which they're telling you there to stop letting people walk all over you. Where's that 7 of Wands? Having to defend yourself. Don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's there at the bottom of the deck, sorry. The stink. Here's one for you, Elaine. It's enough to make a parson swear. So somebody is. It also means to push back in terms of defence. When Mars is strong in a chart or a reading, you may either face aggressive situations with a need to confront or defend, or an intense, rousing sexual encounter, which may not involve romance. Mars indicates overwhelming attraction. This is a time when you will feel forced or driven. It's a good time to consider your goals and desires and not allow them to fall into the shadows. Right now, your action is needed in some situation, so you cannot sit back on your laurels and wait. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests and to move ahead quickly on something. It's a type of passion and drive that is linked to spirit and your life force. And in ancient British magic, the type of energy was the cunning fire that enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and to defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, and thus to change your fate. So, Spirit are trying to tell you that a fire has been lit under your passion, and it is a time to achieve what you want in life. At least, they will show you a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could involve other types of relationships, but more importantly, goals that you should pursue at this current time as vigorously as possible. So whatever it is that you want, Spirit is saying, go for it. It can also indicate that there's a formidable competitor arriving on the scene. So if you don't act now, you might lose that opportunity. Other issues to do with this card is the law, the military, what did I say? So there could be somebody who was in trouble with the law, somebody who was in the military, or somebody that was into sports and games. Challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. So watch out for fires. Don't leave candles unattended, don't leave your straighteners on, etc. The question to ask now is how to take action. How do you create momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your own interests, and are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Don't be afraid to take them on. So, it is the Emperor, the number 4, which we've got mentioned already. Aries, success in business and healing of the head and face. Battles, adversaries, competition, sports events, and rushing to the defence of others. In other words, you don't have to defend them anymore. So, let's see then. I don't know how long this will take, but I will get this up for you. And the weeklies I will do at some point tomorrow. I had the christening today, so we're getting a bit behind, but I will get them all done. And tomorrow I've got something else on as well. So, but I'm doing my best, and you know they'll always be out as soon as I can. I promise. I'm running out of time. So, but I wanted to do this because I did it for the English crowd. I don't want to miss out. So let me know when there's a special occasion or anything, because I will do your read. So positivity, that's your most important thing. When you're positive, you keep directing a stream of high vibrational energy with your thoughts, words and actions. This affects others and they help you towards your purpose. The angels are aware of the power of your positivity, and they too will support your intentions. You choose your thoughts and attitude, so focus on loving, abundant and successful outcomes in every area of your life. Then your positivity will make you feel happy, healthy and fulfilled. Be positive, you will be strong, and you are strong enough with the help of Spirit to get through whatever this is. Last word from Spirit then. What do you need them to know? 12th house, Neptune. Most important thing, Pisces. I think we had 4 planets in Pisces. I don't know if they're still there. We've got Scorpio, all water signs. So it's emotional. It's transformational. It is about prisoners. It's about artists, poets, the 12th house. The feet and toes. Prisons, institutions, the colour green. A return, something is returning. A karmic situation, family secrets, what did I say? Hidden enemies, a reconnection, a celebration, confinement, reparation. So somebody either in spirit either wants to make reparation, or if you are trying to do that, they understand and are grateful and you're forgiven. Sacrifices will be needed, or you made sacrifices for this person and they're grateful. You have to surrender and accept things as they are. Institutions, maybe someone was in some sort of institution. The collective unconsciousness, the things that are hidden from us that we don't know. Just let it go, we don't need to know. And then we've got Neptune, Scorpio, Neptune in Scorpio. There it is. This placement carries the urge to sublimate personal power into religious or spiritual experiences, but is subject to delusions. So, even though I am a psychic reader, there are those out there that will try to abuse you. That's why I do this for nothing on here, because there is a certain factor that say they are in this for the right reasons, but will fleece you dry. So be very careful that you're not staying in a fantasy world. They don't want you constantly going to tarot readers and psychics and all that, because you don't need to. They're with you all the time. Don't be subjected to delusions or escape. It's escapist tendencies which are heightened and hidden secrets revealed. There is extreme cruelty possible. So maybe, like I said, this was a very harsh situation where Dad was involved as well. There could have been child abuse or stuff like that. All sorts of reasons where it was a clash. That's what I'm getting from this. But you don't need to see somebody like me to know. You just heal yourself and speak to them. They can hear you. I do this because I can translate maybe a little bit more than you can, but it doesn't mean I can contact better than you can. Your energies, your love never dies. And if you think about them in a good way or a bad way, you're always connected to them. So that's why you need to let go of and leave the misery of the past behind, because it poisons you from the inside. And once spirit get on the other side, they feel all the misery and upset that you felt or that you're feeling now, and they want to be forgiven. They want to be at rest. They want to know that you're happy, and they will do anything to redeem themselves. So either way, even, and it's going to be a very unpopular thing with some people, but I don't care, even those that have had to terminate children, you're still allowed to grieve, you're still allowed to love, and so is the child. They'll come back again as another soul in another body somewhere. So, happy Mother's Day. It hasn't been a beautiful read, it hasn't been a I love you and a happy read, but it's been an honest one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to look at the comments. I'm going to put the song up. Bye for now.